and gentlemen, let me quickly introduce my guest to you this evening, Manisha Kayande, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena, joining us on the broadcast. Manisha ji, good evening. Good to have you on the show. Varun Singh is a political analyst joining us from Mumbai. Thank you very much, Manish, for being with us. Varun, I beg your pardon. Neerja Chowdhury is a senior journalist with us. Pranay Ajmera, spokesperson of the NCP, with us for a second evening. Good to have you on the show. And Shekhar Jha is leader of the UBT Shiv Sena, which means both the Shiv Senas are represented on the show this evening. An invite, of course, was sent out to the NCP faction led by Mr. Ajit Pawar. They decided in their wisdom not to come, but I just want to tell our viewers that we did send the invite. Pranay Ajmera, you're joining us for the second time in 48 hours, and there has been much expelling, as it would say, on both sides. Are we now to believe that the split is final? I ask you this question simply because of what I've heard through the day. You know, Supriya Sule is saying, Ajit Dada is my brother. He will always remain my brother. It will be good if, you know, today while for the 9 MLAs who've now become ministers in the government of Maharashtra, it was said by Jayant Patil, I think, that, you know, we will give them a fair chance to come back, etc., etc. Is there still any hope that Ajit Pawar will walk back to the NCP? Or is it done and dusted? Ho gaya ab batwara party ka?
Thank you, Shreya ji, for finally giving us opportunity to be a part of the show and contribute our views for the debate, which is very important in the current political spectrum. As far as the split in the party is concerned, see, it is not a split, but it is a situation that has aroused out of uncertainty in the political system of the state. But we are still hopeful, and that's why the party has just issued a notice, that to a oral notice to all the MLAs whom the media believes have gone with Ajit Dada Pawar Sahab. Secondly, what all expulsion, all the leaders who have been expelled from the party today were somewhere found, you know, breaking the party law and the discipline which is supposed to be followed in the party when you are a part of a party. And that's why disciplinary action was taken against them. It is happening everywhere. If someone violates the law of the party, they have to face consequences, they have to face actions. And today, disciplinary actions in form of disqualification or expulsion has been taken. I don't think there is much should be read into this. The party is operating in a way it is expected to operate, because just to maintain the decorum of the party, just to set a strong precedent for other people, some actions are bound to be taken, and those are taken today. Not much has to be read into this, I believe.
No, but you can take all the action you want to. Okay. Okay, not much should be read into it. That's what I thought as well. But you're saying that disciplinary action needs to be taken. Point is, the party will take the disciplinary action. Right now, who's the party? Is it Sharad Pawar who is the party, or is it Ajit Pawar who's the party? Because Ajit Pawar has very confidently claimed,
we are the party.
That I am the party. The symbol is with me. Now, how are you claiming today? Mr. Sharad Pawar was asked that very question, and he said, "Mujhe pata nahi. I'm not very sure of the numbers."
Shreya ji, we are the party. See, if we read the Supreme Court's recent judgment in the Eknath Shinde case, I would not go and cite fairy tale theories or something like that. I would quote Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court of India. The Honorable Supreme Court has very specifically clarified and has specifically mentioned in the judgment that the legislature party is not the party. It is the party which operates, which has a proper constitution, which has a proper structure, which has a proper state president, hierarchy, national president, and there.
Pranay Ajmera, fact is the Supreme Court may have said what it said, but ultimately it is Eknath Shinde who got the symbol and the name of the party, not Uddhav Thackeray. Let's not be very confident in what we are saying here.
That was because
Neerja Chowdhury
resigned.
Okay, let me get in Neerja Chowdhury here. Okay, that's a point. Neerja Chowdhury, I just want you to come in here. What is your sense about, you know, either you have the numbers or you don't have the numbers. If you look at the way the press conference was held by Mr. Praful Patel and by Mr. Ajit Pawar, body language full of confidence, I mean, they did a pretty good job of pretending that they have the numbers. The fact that they dismissed the state president, who was currently in charge, and replaced him with someone else. The way the way the whole thing was orchestrated, it seems to me that the numbers right now are with Mr. Ajit Pawar. I mean, after all, 19 is what we counted in the Raj Bhavan, right? When the swearing in took place, 9 took oath, and there were 10 others. So at least 19, plus there are more. Is it your sense that the game is over for Mr. Sharad Pawar?
The answer to that question is no, because Sharad Pawar is Sharad Pawar. I would say, I've just come back from Maharashtra 2 days ago. And the sense there was, what they were talking about was not that Ajit Pawar would leave. Everybody thought Ajit Pawar would leave. It was when he would leave. And whether he had the requisite numbers. Everybody talked about 18 or 19 being with him, but he needed 36. So could it be nearer elections? Could it be whenever? So that he would go was clear. Now, I say why Sharad Pawar is Sharad Pawar, because what he is actually saying is not claiming that he has the numbers of the MLAs. It's possible that the requisite number of MLAs are with Ajit Pawar. Though I think the game is open, some are already thinking of going back. So it will be like last year, we will see. Not last year, in 2019, when Ajit Pawar was sworn in as Deputy CM, and Sharad Pawar undid the whole thing in 80 hours. Now, he may not be able to undo the whole thing, but what he is pitching for is clear. And his party is pitching for, that group. They are saying NCP is NCP because of Sharad Pawar. NCP is because of the Karyakarta with Sharad Pawar. NCP is with Sharad Pawar because of ground level support. And he's talking about the next 3 months. I'm reminded of that dialogue in that famous film, Diwar, with Amitabh Bachchan and Shashi Kapoor. And Amitabh Bachchan tells his brother Shashi Kapoor, who's a police officer, some of you are too young to have seen this. He said, "Tumhare paas kya hai?" And Shashi Kapoor turns around and says, "Mere paas maa hai." So today, the NCP under Sharad Pawar is pitching Sharad Pawar as the Ma, who will be able to keep the organization. Whether this is going to happen or not, we don't know, because the NCP is structured very differently from other parties. It's not a cadre-based party. It's an MLA-based party. Everything revolves around the regional, the satrap. So I think the next 3 months are going to be very, very interesting. Will Sharad Pawar manage to garner sympathy? And just as Uddhav Thackeray, there is sympathy in Maharashtra for Uddhav Thackeray. And many people were saying last week, agar aaj election ho jata hai, to MVA will win. True or not? But, I think the scene is totally open. What I don't fully understand is why the BJP has been so keen at this stage to up the ED threat. The reason why this group has gone is twofold. One is because of the ED cases against them, and second, because of power. And of course, Ajit Pawar wants CM-ship.
Okay,
but I think, that BJP, the Prime Minister 4-5 days ago talks about specific corruption cases against the NCP leaders. And 4 days later, those very NCP leaders joined the BJP. So it does nothing for the BJP's image, number one. And number two, there'll be a lot of turbulence within the Shinde group. And the Shiv-Fadnavis has been cut to size once again. After CM, he's now one of the two deputy CM. So there is going to be turbulence to manage. Anyway, the scene is very open, and there is a state of flux. So let's see where it goes.
But I disagree. I disagree with your assessment. I agree with almost all of your assessment, but I disagree when it comes to what you're saying about Shiv-Fadnavis, because there are enough and more people who are saying that it is Shiv-Fadnavis who has delivered once again. And come the next Maharashtra election, everyone knows who the next chief minister is going to be. He is just keeping quiet, making a sacrifice, because he knows there's a bigger prize waiting on the other end. Manisha Kayande, I'm getting you in here. You're spokesperson of the Shiv Sena, of the Shinde faction. faction. I just have to clarify that. Is it true that Mr. Shinde is extremely upset with the induction of Ajit Pawar as the Deputy Chief Minister? Because there are enough and more people who are saying that Mr. Shinde's time as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra is limited, because the promise that has been made by the BJP to Pawar Jr. is that he'll be made Chief Minister sooner rather than later.
Narrative said by none other than people like Sanjay Raut, who have been saying that the government will fall, these people will be disqualified. So it is coming from such people. And these people are not trusted any longer. Basically, you have to understand that within the Shiv Sena, when the Shiv Sena was together, there was already an unrest. But the corona period was going on, and hence they waited. But all the more, this unrest could not be detected, unfortunately, by Honorable Uddhav Ji Thackeray. Although I don't know at what point of time he realized, but no measures were taken to set the things right. And hence we see that whatever happened in Shiv Sena, and the official, the legal Shiv Sena has gone to Mr. Eknath Shinde, the Chief Minister. Now, within the NCP also, there was this unrest. You could see that Ajit Pawar was clearly, unrestful, and he has been time and again, wanting to be at the helm of affairs. He wanted the next leadership to come in, but that did not happen. And I think that this is what the BJP senses. Of course, the BJP as a party is highly ambitious, and there is nothing wrong in being ambitious. They want to rule the country. They want to get in more and more states on board. So I think as a party, there is nothing wrong with it. They are trying their best. They are using whatever ways. Politics is all about Sam Dam Dandabhed, which they are using. But now all these people coming from the NCP who have been inducted, everybody is not, the ED is not behind them. There are majorly two faces, but also it is all in investigation stage. So I think that this narrative which is sent that Eknath Shinde is, not happy and all, his body language and face and all. I think these are just things floated by the people.
No,
in the UBP
Manisha ji,
group,
but fact is, we can't disregard facts. We can't disregard facts. Out of the 9 men who were sworn in, fact is, out of the 9 people who were sworn in yesterday, Manisha ji, facts, let's just, I'll just keep my opinion to one side and give you facts. The fact is that out of the 9 people who were sworn in yesterday from the NCP, 4 have cases against them, and a 5th father has a case against him.
Do not have any cases on them.
तो वो तो सच बात है. नहीं, वो तो बोलने के लिए कुछ भी बोल लीजिए. 2 days ago, the Prime Minister had said, 2 days ago, the Prime Minister had called the NCP the most corrupt party in this country. Chandrasekhar Jha, Manisha ji is saying Sam Dam Dand Bhed. This is politics. Give me a minute. Chandrasekhar Jha, Manisha ji is saying this is Sam Dam Dand Bhed. Politics hai bhai. You will do whatever it takes to remain in power. Fact is that Uddhav Thackeray was caught napping, which is why his party was split, and there were internal
BJP and join hands with NCP.
Ek minute. Yeah.
What was that?
Okay, let Chandrasekhar Jha come in. Okay, let Chandrasekhar Jha come in. Chandrasekhar Jha, Uddhav Thackeray was caught napping. His party was split. Similarly, there were troubles, within the NCP, and the BJP just decided to fish in troubled waters. This is what politicians do, and this is what politicians are supposed to do. Problem kya hai isme?
See, there are no problem in any kind of allegations being floating in the market, but you have to confirm those allegations by way of evidence. Now, if you see, this is a revenge politics which is being done by BJP. It's very clear. And in the last program, I appeared, Mr. Tuhin, the spokesperson, said that it's a revenge by BJP in the state of Maharashtra, that to split the parties and then divide and rule in the state. And in spite of that they are doing so in other states also. So they will divide and rule all the opposition parties and continue to rule in the nation. So this kind of situation comes up when you have a dearth that you will run away or you will be moved away from the power position, and you have to show or you have to take care that this split causes that you can run the party, and in fact you can run the nation. So this kind of theories come up, but in fact if you see for the last 15-20 days, the Shinde group and their ministers are itself claiming that they are dissatisfied with the running of this government, and they have made statements for last 2-3 months that if NCP or any of the members of NCP come inducted into this government, they will not be with this government, and they were dissatisfied with this. So, in any manner, if you see the position right now in Maharashtra, that Eknath Shinde group is completely dissatisfied, and it is being shown yesterday also that he was sitting separately, and Devendra Fadnavis and Mr. Ajit Pawar was sitting together. So, this kind of situation creates allegation into an evidence, comprehensive evidence, that the Eknath Shinde faction is already and in complete dissatisfaction with this government. So you have to see the kind
also
of
the fact is that why just Varun Singh, why just Chandrasekhar ji, Varun, question is why just why just Mr. Eknath Shinde's men? The fact is that the BJP has the largest number of MLAs and the minimum number of ministers. So maybe there is some heartburn there as well कि ये लोग आए तोड़ के आए सीधे minister बन गए और हम लोग यहाँ 2-2 साल से इंतजार कर रहे हैं. You know, my question to you is this. Look, politicians may or may not care about morals and values and ethics, but one thing politicians really care about is perception. For the BJP, is this not bad optics? पहले आपने शिवसेना के साथ किया, अब आप NCP के साथ कर रहे हैं. Today, Mr. Chavan was on the show. He's saying the Congress is being cautious as well because you never know, they could do it to us as well.
You know, before I answer all your questions, Shreya, I would just like to say the easiest thing for journalists sitting in Delhi is to, whenever they don't have anything much to say about the NCP, they call Sharad Pawar as the Chanakya and Sharad Pawar as the Sharad Pawar, or Sharad Pawar with a way to show that he is the biggest leader India has ever seen. But in my personal opinion, whatever I've seen Maharashtra politics in the last 20 years...
You forgot one thing. Varun, yes. You forgot one thing.
Yeah.
You forgot one thing. He's also called the wily old fox who knows how to outfox everyone.
Absolutely, but he's the most overrated politician. In the last 1 year, the BJP has managed to checkmate him twice, and he could do nothing. And not just that, in 1999, he had the biggest number of MLAs in Maharashtra, but he still couldn't snatch the post of chief minister from the Congress, from whom he had, broken away. Answering that, but also one has to consider that nothing in NCP happens without the blessings of Sharad Pawar. Maybe यहाँ पे उन्होंने मजबूरी में ही blessing दी होगी, पर दी तो है. कल भी उन्होंने blessing दे दी थी कि अजीत पवार के साथ मेरी blessing है. Answering your question about BJP and their MLAs, absolutely, there are many MLAs in the BJP who are sulking, who are upset that why is it that when will we get the portfolios? Because absolutely true, when they go, for example, there's an MLA who won with the margin of 1.5 lakh, and yet he is not a minister. He has won for 2 terms from the BJP ticket, but he is not a minister. And perception matters. But to be honest, most in the BJP realize that whatever is happening right now, they have to accept it because if they want to get re-elected in 2024 on the BJP symbol, they will have to take all these things in a very positive stride, not say anything. How Devendra Fadnavis has been sacrificing because he knows, as you rightly pointed out, that there is something for him waiting at the end. And one more thing, I don't know why Prithviraj Chauhan got so angry when you asked him about the leader of opposition, because his own leaders, including top leaders
Maybe because I got his name. Maybe because I got his name wrong. Maybe because I got his name wrong to begin with. For some reason, I was thinking of Shivraj Patil. Shivraj Singh Chauhan. So maybe he was upset about that. You never know.
No, but in Maharashtra, obviously, right now, if he's admitting of a split in NCP, then Congress is the biggest party until unless he knows something is happening inside. Some leaders from the Congress are going away because there are talks. You have to remember that on the day when Ajit Pawar last week resigned as the LOP, there were leaders from the Congress who met him. And also, to be honest, Why I say it could be an internal hand of NCP with Supriya Sule knowing, Sharad Pawar knowing, because their own MP Amol Kohle a few moments ago on Times Now, your sister channel, had admitted that when he was present yesterday in Ajit Pawar's house, he saw Supriya Sule and Ajit Pawar both talking in a room, and Supriya Sule coming out and telling him that he is going to go and take oath. So everyone was in know of it, and that is the reason I'm saying why Sharad Pawar probably got checkmated and he had no other option but to give his blessings over here. And whatever Sharad Pawar is right now doing is under pressure from Supriya Sule. If you see, Supriya Sule is the one who's calling the shots, not Sharad Pawar anymore.
Pranay Ajmera, I can give you 10 seconds to respond to that. It's interesting. It's interesting that Varun says that Sharad Pawar knew that Ajit Pawar had the blessings of Sharad Pawar, and all of this, whatever's happening now is being orchestrated under the pressure of Supriya Sule, because we know there was a succession battle within the NCP. Everyone knows that.
Since Shreyaji, you have just given me just 10 seconds, let me put my point ASAP. First, as Varun said, Pawar Saab is an overrated politician. Yesterday also, I showed him the mirror. Today also, I'm showing him the mirror that he's not the overrated politician, but he's the real Chanakya of Indian politics. On the same show, I had clarified him yesterday, and today I'm doing the same. Second, as you said that Honorable Supriya Sai is taking the shot. Everyone is taking decision in their respective capacity. Since yesterday, Honorable Tai is in Mumbai. Since yesterday, Honorable Pawar Saab is in Pune. It was Pawar Saab's decision to go to Karar today, paid obeisance to the grave of Yashwantrao Chavan Sahab, and address a public rally in Karar. That is in the
simple question, Pranay. Yes. I gave you 10 seconds. You've taken 15 seconds, but you have not answered my question. Mr. Ajit Pawar has gone with the blessings of Sharad Pawar, is what Varun is saying.
Varun sir can say anything. It is the democratic country. We are not supposed to endorse whatever he's saying. He's saying he has got his own point of view, which is absolutely incorrect about Pawar Saab, about NCP, and about Maharashtra. It is just the second day, Shreyaji. It is just the second day. Let's wait. Today, one MP came back. Yesterday, on the same show, I had said that many people will come back. Let's wait for 2-3 more days. On 5th of this month, we have called a party meeting. The party meeting is called in Mumbai. On 6th also there is a meeting. And by then, a lot of MLAs who have gone with Ajit Dada Pawar will come back into the party fold. They are already in the party, but they will come back in the family.
Okay.
Is that what my humble submission is?
Okay. Is that wishful thinking? Okay. Is that wishful thinking, or is it something that could happen? You're saying it's only day 2. Let this drama unfold. Maybe things will be clearer in the next 15 days. Maybe we'll be clearer about who really has the numbers and therefore who really controls the party.
1 second.
बस हो गया.
It is optimism.
1 second खाली 1 second.
अच्छा वरुण भाई मेरे को मणिपुर पे भी जाना है. सब टाइम महाराष्ट्र ले लेगा तो अच्छा चलो बोलो 10 seconds. हाँ.
I just want to clarify one small thing. It is not grave of Yashwantrao Chauhan. It is the smarak of Yashwantrao Chauhan. Nothing more than that. Thank you.
Acha, chalo. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being part of the show. It was good to have you. It was good to get everyone's opinion in, because ultimately the viewers have to decide for themselves what has happened and why it has happened, whether it's moral or whether it's immoral. As they say, janta hai, sab janti hai. Now.